sizes that exceed the ratio. The district and teachers union plan to work together on a new facilities bond that will address class size. To see the full agreement between the district and the union, head to our website, yourcentralvalley.com. Meantime, yet another strike authorization now in motion. This time, the entire Cal State University faculty system on all 23 campuses could walk out on the job if a new deal is not reached in the coming weeks. If a strike does happen, employees would be picketing on all 23 campuses across the state. The CFA union, which represents 29,000 educators, say 95% of its members voted to authorize the strike. It does pave the way for faculty to walk out if a contract can't not be approved. Instructors are demanding a 12% wage hike and expanded parental leave. The CSU system maintains it does not have the budget to meet those demands. The union's demands will be presented to the university's chancellor, Mildred Garcia, at the next Board of Trustees meeting November 7th. Following in the footsteps of Fresno County, Governor Newsom is set to launch a new task force to crack down on fentanyl dealers. That task force will be deployed in San Francisco to investigate deadly fentanyl overdoses as homicides starting in 2024. It's something Fresno County has already been doing, becoming one of the few counties in the state that have already charged a suspected drug dealer with murder. The DA, Lisa Smitkamp, believes Governor Newsom and the state's AG, Rob Bonta, and their approach with this new task force is politically motivated.
Who is honestly and legitimately serious about making fentanyl dealers, traffickers, transporters more accountable, I'm all for it. There is no penalty in between very few days, if any at all, in a local jail and what we call now a fentanyl murder, and there is nothing in between for local and state prosecutors.
Smitkamp adding there are roughly 4 to 5 cases her staff is now looking into to see if those also qualify for second-degree murder charges. Well, new tonight, we're getting our first look at harrowing, previously unseen body cam footage of Lahaina's wildfire. NBC's Miguel Almaguer with that footage tonight, and a warning to our viewers, some of it is difficult to watch.
Jesus! You gotta go!
The heart-pounding video captures the scramble to escape the flames and the race to save lives.
Come out, come out, come out.
As wildfires tore through Lahaina, Maui police rescued 15 people trapped inside a coffee shop on famed Front Street, while thick smoke choked the air and the inferno closed in.
Come on, everybody out, everybody out, everybody out.
The harrowing scene unfolding August 8th. This our first perspective from police who selected the 16 minutes of video from 20 hours of footage.
To say that the Maui Police Department did not do their due diligence to save lives is false.
Get the out of the way!
First facing flames at 6 in the morning.
There's a fire. Is there anybody else in here?
Police scrambled to break open locked gates on dirt roads to create escape routes and rushed to evacuate residents.
This is not important! We're trying to get everybody out of country!
As the blaze erupted through the night, one officer loads a burn victim into his car, realizing he's badly in need of help.
Maybe I'll just take you straight to the hospital.
With 99 believed dead and 2,000 structures destroyed,
We have 5 minutes to get out of here.
Okay.
these 16 minutes of hell are for many a lifetime of pain.
Almaguer reporting. Also tonight, the powerful Santa Ana winds continue to fan the flames of the Highland fire that's burning in Riverside County. There was another flare-up today, but firefighters were able to quickly knock it down. At least 2,200 acres have burned to this point. Around 1,100 homes are under evacuation orders. Nearly 500 are under an evacuation warning. Several structures have burned and 6 others damaged. The cause of that fire remains under investigation. Well, keeping the streets safer this Halloween. There's new funding to help Fresno police crack down on drunk driving. A new grant from the California Office of Traffic Safety is funding more DUI enforcement operations. Over the weekend, Fresno police arresting 7 drivers on suspicion of DUI. They will be holding yet another DUI enforcement operation November 18th. They say that operation is part of a series of DUI enforcement patrols and checkpoints throughout the year. Well, if you have leftover candy after all the trick-or-treating tonight, you could have a chance to trade it in for cold, hard cash. The Willow Dental Group will be accepting unwanted candy in exchange for money. It's the 10th annual candy buyback event. Each pound of candy will be worth $2, up to 5 pounds per person. The dental group will be accepting candy from the community between 8 in the morning until 5 each night, starting tomorrow, and it will last until Friday. All the candy collected will be donated to Move America Forward. That's an organization that sends care packages to U.S. service members and first responders. Anyone who trades in their candy will also be able to write a thank you note to send along with those care packages. It was a night of spooky, scary fun as thousands of families around the valley went door to door or trunk to trunk. Our Jennifer Ortega got in on the fun, maybe a bit too much.
The Halloween costumes are strong this year. I even dressed up myself and got in on the action. We started our Halloween festivities at First Missionary Baptist Church of Fresno for their 4th annual Harvest Festival.
It's important to us just to offer a safe place for the kids to come and to have fun, and also to hear about Jesus Christ and how he loves us and what he did for us.
Hundreds of people came out to enjoy some family-friendly fun, trunk-or-treating, games, and of course, lots of candy.
The fellowship with everyone, for one thing. It's really, really great to come out, and what a nice weather. I'm 82, and this really is something fun for me to do.
Yeah, this is her first one. And yeah, it's cool because it's like community oriented and you just see like different people out with their families and stuff.
Then we made our way to River Park, where it was a sea of costumes for the Halloween Eats and Treats Farmers Market.
Just like seeing all the different families out here and everybody being so family oriented and having a good time, just doing new things, trying new foods.
And of course, I had to get in on the scaring. We saw Dracula, the Riddler with baby Spider-Man, this horse head man, and even some pups in costumes. This little devil says she put her costume together all by herself.
I'm like a dead devil. I did my own makeup. It's a skeleton. I like it because I looked in the mirror. I was like, okay, I did that.
No matter how you spent the holiday or what you dressed up as, everyone agreed it's who you spent it with that matters most. In Fresno, Jennifer Ortega, Ksee 24, local news that matters.
And this in the South Valley tonight for a spooky yet picture-perfect moment. Hundreds of trick-or-treaters snapping this Kodak moment with life-size skeletons in a classic car. 3 party planners in Visalia spent 7 hours on this Halloween display. It has more than 1,500 balloons and several skeletons, including one almost as tall as the 2-story home. Pretty cool stuff. Still to come here at 11, taking on retail theft in the Golden State.
And is an urgent problem.
We're going to hear from state lawmakers who are backing the governor's new task force.
Your weather headlines for tonight. Well, November begins tomorrow, but it will still feel like early October. We're going to see an increase in clouds this weekend, as well as a return to standard time. That's Sunday night. Fall back with those clocks this weekend. Your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy will be in the low range into the weekend. Elm and juniper, the predominant pollens. I'll have your complete forecast as Ksee 24 News continues.
As the world watches violence in the Middle East, Ksee 24 was witness to another heartbreaking tragedy. We traveled to Armenia to report on a local medical mission, and a refugee crisis unfolded before our eyes.
Said, I'm 80. Where I'm going now? What you can tell a person like that?
100,000 refugees pour into the country as Valley doctors work. The Valley's Armenia humanitarian crisis, November 7th on Ksee 24.
If you're driven by an adventurous heart, you're in luck. The thoughtfully redesigned 2023 Subaru Outback shares your spirit. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, plus up to 32 miles per gallon. A 260 horsepower turbocharged engine, advanced technology, and an extra-large touchscreen. The 2023 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you.
Get to Subaru of Fresno, where every new Subaru comes with complimentary maintenance included.
Clausen Motorsports honors our men and women of service. Join our community partners as we invite all riders to bring their friends and family to Clausen Motorsports' 5th Annual Combat Veterans Motorcycle Run, Saturday, November 4th.
Watching my mom struggle with addiction was breaking my heart. I felt like I was losing her. I didn't know where to get help, so I called First Steps Recovery.
That first talk with my daughter was tough. But after, I agreed to meet with First Steps Recovery virtually. First Steps had so many treatment options. We decided the inpatient residential program would give me the support I needed.
First Steps gave me my mom back.
Call First Steps Recovery today and see what treatment is right for you.
Ksee 24 News is brought to you in part by FFB Bank. Now, AMS certified Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox with your local weather authority forecast.
Well, I hope everybody's Halloween was pleasant. The weather was certainly cooperating. Our temperatures were warmer than average in the afternoon, which meant trick-or-treat time was pretty good shape. 78 was our high temperature. Morning low was on the chilly side, 44 degrees, so we were 6 degrees cooler than average in the morning and 6 degrees above average in the afternoon. Our Valley Cam powered by Eagle Mountain Casino. This is time-lapse photography from the camera on top of our building. And you can see we had thin clouds that were coming throughout the afternoon. And as the sun was going down over the horizon, a little bit of clearing, but still mostly clear skies and just a range of clouds there, but kind of on their way out. It was a beautiful sunset that happened earlier on, and now we're dealing with the clear skies again. It's going to allow our temperatures to dip down into the 40s already in Madera, Hanford, Visalia, Porterville, Lemoore, but still right at 50 degrees in Merced and 56 in Fresno. Live radar is nice and clear. No big surprise there. The clouds that were there are not thick enough to give us any kind of rain. They're offshore, and even those look like they're going to start to come our way in the next couple of days, but any chance of real rain is going to fizzle out as these clouds get a little bit closer to us. So tomorrow afternoon, we'll start to see a little bit of thin cloudiness coming our way. Overnight low temperature of 37 tonight in Pixley, 38 in Tulare, 39 in Visalia, Sequoia National Park 34, 30 in China Peak, 38 in Madera, Chowchilla and Firebaugh 39, same in Dos Palos, Merced and Los Banos, both 40 degrees. High temperatures are going to be in the 70s again, 77 in Merced, 79 in Chowchilla and Mendota, a couple of lower 80s, 80 in San Joaquin and Huron, 5 points in Coalinga, 81, but 79 in Selma, Dunlap 72, 78 in Porterville, Pixley and Delano, both 77 degrees. Air quality is going to be moderate mainly. Tulare County, though, getting away with some good air quality tomorrow. Your solar forecast brought to you by Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating. Notice the numbers diminishing quite a bit. We're going to see an increase in clouds, especially on Thursday and really on Friday. Saturday looks to be the cloudiest day. 46 tonight as the skies continue to clear. Winds are practically non-existent. And then tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, above average. Looking for a high of 77 degrees, northwest wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. We'll start to see increasing clouds coming in on Thursday. 79 on that day, and then more clouds Friday and on Saturday. And then we'll start to see some clouds starting to break apart in the evening. Don't forget to change your clocks on Sunday, and then next week, even though skies clear, temperatures will drop some. Saturday night, Bulldogs return to Valley Children's Stadium, this time to face the Boise State, the Broncos?
Yep.
Yeah, Broncos. All right, so 68 degrees at kickoff time with certainly some clouds. Still some clouds in the sky at the fourth quarter at 60 degrees. So some folks might need a sweater. Not me. Your regional forecast is available on our website at yourcentralvalley.com. So please go check it out there. Mid-60s for the entire game. That just sounds perfect to me.
It is. And with no wind.
Right.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, a full stadium.
Yep.
That generates heat.
A little bit.
So it should be warm.
Let's just hope they stay throughout the whole game this time.
Yeah, and always stay to the end. You never know.
Always stay to the end. All right, coming up next in sports. He always stays to the end. We're going to hear from one of Fresno State's captains who's not a fan of Boise State. The man who stays at the end is Andrew Martin. Andrew.
Oh, we'll be there for the entire game, and Coach Tedford doesn't want the fans to do the wave when Fresno State is on offense. So at Valley Children's Stadium on Saturday, it's a big game. We know that. Lavelle Bailey knows that, and he also knows how he feels about the Broncos. He shared that with us today, and we'll share it with you next in Sports Central.
Clausen Motorsports honors our men and women of service. Join our community partners as we invite all riders to bring their friends and family to Clausen Motorsports' 5th Annual Combat Veterans Motorcycle Run, Saturday, November 4th.
I'm Robert Sherman coming to you live from Tel Aviv.
Robert, tell me how long it's been since the last sirens and what you're hearing.
Every hour that goes by here in Israel, the tensions on the ground heighten even more. Off in the distance, you can hear the sound of sirens blaring. We still stand out here in Tel Aviv. We've heard a few fighter jets overhead. This is part of the everyday reality in Israel.
Robert Sherman, another reason more and more Americans are trusting and watching News Nation.
The 6 pillars of character support student academics and their personal development.
Through Your Character Matters, the Tulare County Office of Education and KC24 bring you stories of students living these values.
Each week, you'll meet great role models with inspiring stories
of community service, standing up for others, and preparing themselves for the future.
We're proud to share these stories of young people changing the world for the better.
Your Character Matters, Tuesdays at 5 on KC24, local news that matters.
KC24 News is always available at the new YourCentralValley.com.
I'm from a small beach town in Florida. One thing I love here is I get that small town feel that I grew up with. That's my favorite part about the Central Valley. It's the people. Everyone here is tied together, looking out for each other. There is a lot of good going on here in the Central Valley. And on Sunrise, we're gonna try to give you some of that. And on top of that, we're gonna try to give you a little smile so you can go about your day and feel better about what that day is going to bring.
Now, Sports Central, presented by Toyota.
At the end of the college football season, the highest-ranked Group of 5 champion is guaranteed a spot in a New Year's Six Bowl. That ranking is determined by the College Football Playoff Selection Committee. On Tuesday, the committee released its first of 6 top 25 polls. It includes Air Force, the undefeated Falcons, representing the Mountain West at number 25. It's their first time ever being ranked in the college football playoff poll. Air Force is 8-0 overall this season, 5-0 in Mountain West games. But the Falcons are not the highest-ranked Group of 5 team in the poll. They are one spot behind Tulane from the American Athletic Conference. Tulane has a loss this season, but that loss was to 10th-ranked Ole Miss. So Tulane is being rewarded for a better strength of schedule. If Air Force keeps winning, perhaps it can move ahead of Tulane. One thing we know for certain, if Air Force wins out, it will host the Mountain West Championship game. Against whom, though? It could be Fresno State, it could be Boise State. Those teams met in last year's Mountain West Championship game. They meet this Saturday in Fresno. They're both 3-1 in conference, and they both really want to win.
To be honest, I really don't like these guys. So the tension's always there. And like I said, 2021, they put it on. I know they have a bitter taste in their mouth, seeing us win on the blue, seeing us celebrate on the blue last year. So they're gonna come and try to get after it.
Kickoff on Saturday is at 7 p.m. A few other notes leading into that game. On Tuesday, Fresno State's Mikey Keene was named to the Davey O'Brien quarterback class of 2023. He's one of 35 quarterbacks on the list. Nickelback Maurice Norris Jr. was nominated on Tuesday for the Burlsworth Trophy. That recognizes the most outstanding player in college football who began his career as a walk-on. Also on Tuesday, on social media, Fresno State announced that Saturday's game against Boise State is a sellout. In the NBA, on Tuesday, Clippers hosting the Magic. Paul George dressed as Where's Waldo for Halloween. Then he went out and scored 27 points. The ex-Bulldog was 8 of 17 shooting. He was 6 of 9 from three-point range. Clippers win 118-102. The Raiders fired both their head coach and their general manager on Tuesday. And the Texas Rangers won Game 4 of the World Series 11-7 over the Diamondbacks. They now lead that series 3-1. They are 1 win away from their first World Series title. And that's a look at sports.
We mark every inch they grow and watch them outgrow, well, everything. But there's something else that can grow that we don't see. It's what doctors call toxic stress. It's how a child's body responds to difficult experiences, from harsh language to a painful loss. But there are steps parents can take to help. Learn 4 things you can do to overcome toxic stress at first5california.com.
Tempur-Pedic's latest lineup is available at More Furniture. Get special savings on Tempur-Pedic's newest state-of-the-art sleep systems and get 60 months interest-free financing. Side sleeper, back sleeper, hot or cold sleeper. Get fitted for your perfect sleep system no matter how you sleep. You won't believe the difference of a great night's rest, and you'll sleep easy knowing you got the very best value from More Furniture. When you take 60 months to pay, visit a local More Furniture store for a test rest.
Celebrate America and agriculture on My Ag Night, November 2nd.
Hey, it's Jesse Waters from Fox News Channel. Hope to see you at My Ag Night on November 2nd. It's going to be a night you will not want to miss.
The ag community comes together to celebrate and inspire Central California's #1 industry. Tickets are on sale now. Go online to myaglife.com. My Ag Night with Jesse Waters, a JCS Ag Marketing production.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, watch out. If you trust the insurance company after your wreck, you could miss out on a lot of money. Call us and we'll watch out for you.
Call 877-DUNION, DUNNION.
Rain or shine, cold or hot, KC24 is your local weather authority. The weather team you can trust. Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox on KC24 News at 5, 6, and 11. And forecaster Ruben Contreras on KC Sunrise and Midday. Track the weather with accurate updates from the time you wake up to the end of the day. KC24, your local weather authority.
Now YourCentralValley.com pros who know.
Increase the efficiency of your home's closets. We specialize in both walk-in and reach-in designs that fit your style and budget. Call now for a free design consultation.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know.
We do want to get to some breaking news at this hour. There is a large police presence in North Fresno tonight. Let's take a live look at what's happening at this point. We understand this is in the area of San Jose and Orchard near Fashion Fair Mall. We understand there's gunshots that went off as well. We do have the PIO making a statement right now. Let's get out and hear from the officer.
Now, we don't believe it's anything other than an isolated incident. We have no reason to believe it's random at all. We're still trying to talk to the one victim who's awake and conscious and trying to get as much information as we can, as well as the homeowners that are there, trying to get some more information about who may have done this. But it does appear to be an isolated incident, so there should be no fear for the community.
And Officer Dewey, if you can do me a favor, you staged your name and spelled it for me, which was great. And, you know, you're a lieutenant, but I don't believe I got your office, whether you're with the county or PD.
Fresno Police Department.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't really think of anything else. Is there anything you feel is unusual about this scene, or any note to the public?
No, like I said, there shouldn't be any fear. We'll be out here for probably a good 5 to 6 hours with this investigation. Although the suspects are at large at this point, there's no reason to believe that anybody else is in any danger.
Thank you very much.
And again, this is a breaking story in the area near Fashion Fair Mall. We do understand gunshots were fired. There's at least 2 victims. We do understand that 1 victim was taken to CRMC. We are unsure about the other victim to this point. As you heard from the officer, it seems to be an isolated event. Much more on this developing story on KC Sunrise and also online at YourCentralValley.com. Well, in response to the rise in retail theft, there's a bipartisan push in Sacramento to crack down on the problem plaguing the state. New data shows retail theft has increased from 2019 to 2022. by more than 20%. During that same period, shoplifting has also increased nearly 30%. In response to the jump in retail crime, the State Assembly is now working to create a select committee that will tackle the problem.
The public wants us to act. This kind of crime that we're seeing in our stores is unacceptable.
We don't have consequences anymore. We're not holding anybody accountable.
The committee is set to hold its first hearing this fall. We'll be right back.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
Kawasaki KLX motorcycles turn wherever you ride into the ultimate playground. Take the fun to the trails with KLX off-road motorcycles, or keep going when the road ends with KLX dual sport motorcycles. With KLX Super Moto bikes, you'll bring a healthy dose of swagger to the streets. However you ride, there's a KLX motorcycle that's a perfect fit for you to get out and play. Join the 5th Annual Combat Veterans Motorcycle Run, Saturday, November 4th.
Join the Fresno Police Neighborhood Watch for the Embrace the Legacy Dinner and Awards fundraiser Friday, November 3rd. We will honor current community members doing their part to make Fresno safer. Proceeds from the dinner and silent auction will be used to support our newly renovated Neighborhood Watch program and make our community a safer place to live. Get your tickets now at makefresnosafer.org for the Embrace the Legacy Dinner and Awards fundraiser Friday, November 3rd at Buena Vista Event Center North.
The day you get your Clear Choice dental implants makes every day a let's dig in day, a chow down day, a take a big bite day, a perfectly delicious day, a love my new teeth day. Because your Clear Choice day is the day everything is back on the menu. A Clear Choice day changes every day. Schedule a free consultation.
The road can be a crazy place. Uh-oh! That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
During our fall tire sales, save up to $250 on a set of 4 select tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Hey, what's up, Dad? Hey, what's going on? I just got put on scholarship right now.
All your hard work paid off.
Yeah, my dad doesn't have to pay for school and stuff anymore.
With the pride of the Valley, we rise together. Boldly driven by our mission to elevate the minds of the next generation. We create championship experiences for student athletes through community donations. Contributions to the Bulldog Foundation help students succeed. Get involved. Donate today.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
Finally tonight, Chili for Charity returning to Fresno's Woodward Park. It's the 6th annual fundraiser this Saturday from noon till 5. And there will be a snack bar, face painting, and of course all the chili you can handle. The winner will be announced at 5 that night. Tickets, $15. More information on our website, yourcentralvalley.com. And you know what? The weather is perfect for chili.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. The hotter the better, right? As temperatures are going to be in the mid-70s, which is actually still a little above average. And don't forget, this weekend, we're going to switch. We're going to go to standard time. Right now, we're still in daylight saving time, but as of Sunday, it is standard time. You fall back this weekend.
That means I lose an hour.
No, you gain an hour. You get extra sleep.
I told you.
Where do you go to get your Bulldog fix? KC24's Bulldog Insider. On the air since 2007, our team goes beyond the box score. Analysis, feature stories, in-depth conversations. Bulldog Insider, Sunday at 9:30, sponsored by Fashion Furniture.
More and more people are hiring Jacoby & Myers. Why?
We get insurance companies to pay up to 10 times more. That means more medical and financial assistance, more attorneys, more experience, more wins. Choose Jacoby & Myers.
Bounce,